the barbell back squat. I'm not a big fan of it anymore. Back in the day, I used to do it a lot. It was my bread and butter. My record is 555 pounds for one rep squat. So I am a fan of it for certain things, but really not everything. So if for some reason your sport requires you to have a barbell back squat, do it to it. However, I would prefer something like a safety squat bar, which I'll demonstrate in another video. Now, there are a few things when setting up a squat rack that are incredibly important that people have to get used to. One is unracking it and racking it. I almost always unrack it and rack it while facing the wall where I step back, not forward. Okay. Because a lot of times when people fall on a squat rack, they'll fall forward, not backwards. So if you, I'll show you what I mean. This is how I typically unrack it. I get my hands on these knurlings because I know what distance I like my elbows at. And I come underneath it. I lift up and take a step back. One step is all you get. If you're taking two steps, you're burning energy and you're wasting too much time. Okay. So, and then when I rack it, it's very easy to rack it. If you have your J hook set up properly, all you have to do is walk forward. You should not have to have a difficult time. If you're sitting there doing this, or you're sitting there doing this, someone hasn't shown you how to rack a bar. Wow, I'll walk straight through. It goes right where it's supposed to. And that's how you rack and unrack a bar for safety purposes. Now, a lot of people will walk forward with it, which I don't recommend. This is the other way. Come up. But again, what I do is, if you're going to do it, one step's all you get. And you can do the same thing, but you're not going to fall through it. You're going to hit your neck if you fall through it. But what I can do, I can just lean right back onto that bar. And that's very safe and effective. And you just have faith and trust that's going to catch you. Second, you got to set your safety bars up on the side if you're going to be squatting. I'm not a big fan of not having them in squatting outside of a rack, unless for some reason you are an Olympic lifter and that's what your sport requires. If that's not what it requires, why not have the extra safety? So, and the reason is because if I come up underneath a bar and I go down and I can't get back up, which has happened to me several times, you're just going ham. I go down and all of a sudden I'm stuck, not working very well. So then I have to roll that off of me. Because if you have your safety bars set up, you can go right down. And this is the depth I want to go to. So if I fail, oof, what a lifesaver. So use these with a lot of experience there, okay? If you do have to unrack it, you just crawl out from underneath it and you're perfectly fine. Now you do have to unrack your weights before you can reset up, but that's better than having a bar come crashing down on you. All right, last demonstration of how this all works. I'll put that right back there. Anytime we do a squat, we have to know where our elbows are. If you have tight elbows and shoulders, you should absolutely probably not be doing back squats because it will cause significant issues in the shoulders, but also in the thoracic and lumbar spine, which can end up causing problems. And what I mean by that is, if I come up here and my elbows are way up here like this, I have tight shoulders. You'll see my elbows flaring behind me instead of in front of me. So a lot of times coaches will cue, get your chest up. Well, what does that mean? How does someone get their chest up? The best way to get your chest up is by tucking your elbows. See how my chest rises because I tuck my elbows, and that keeps me nice and tall. But if you're a power lifter, you don't need to do that. If I have a power lift, I have a bar way down here, guess what? I'm going to bend over a lot more and my chest isn't going to be up. And even when I stand all the way up, because I have so much weight resting on the lower portion of my shoulders, I can't stand like this. So you'll see them, they're always kind of like this. So there are different ways to squat. But when we do squat down, we want to have our shoulders roughly hip to shoulders width for a regular squat. We want them straight if you have the mobility. If not, you can turn them out just a tiny bit. But we don't really want to sumo squat all the time because it's going to cause biomechanical issues later on down the road if we can't do both. And as we go down, the knees come apart. I like to line my knees up with over that pinky toe. That way I can feel my hips turn on and come right back up.